What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me this week. Last week, if you were paying attention, I did put out a video and we did a live stream to kind of go over what happened at Pomona anyway. This week we're picking back up to things, and we've got some jungle carpets that have been hatching and shedding. Some that I'm going to show you right now, and some that I'm just going to tease you and not show you until probably next week. But yeah, these are going to be good. So let's take a look at some jungles. So this is from stripe to stripe, my F1 stripes. This is the first clutch of 2 that we got eggs from this year. So this animal wants to be striped, but take note of the flank markings on some of these animals, okay? So this is one I would consider a low expression of what we're getting at here. All right, so keep that in mind. This next one is actually just really exceptional in color and just very bold. Really, really pretty on its own. Again, kind of has like a lot of, everything wants to be linked and connected there. You're all right, you're all right. Buddy. Really symmetrical, kind of like, almost looks like ribs, like a spinal. Cool snake, but not what I'm getting at, just a pretty baby. Just figured I'd show this one. All right, so this is another one that I would consider have the low expression of what we're going to get into today. See a few of them kind of right in there. Again, zigzaggy, not very striped. So, you know, this is a striped animal to a striped animal. They have dorsal stripes and little rosettes on the side. So needless to say, not getting any stripes was odd, and seeing some aberrancies was to be expected, but what we got next was something else. So when I say we started getting something else, that's what I mean. Any of you, oh, that's fine, you can back. Any of you are familiar with the term ocelot jungles? That's about as ocelot of markings as you could ask for. They're literally like circles and bullseyes, like neck down, whole body. Now this boy isn't particularly striped. He does have some connecting sections and a lot in the back. So he's shown it off really well in the ocelot regard. Again, not much in the stripes, but just totally wild. I did not expect that. Begs the question, do I have some sort of ocelot sort of gene or genetics attached to my striped jungles, or separate and just in there? Obviously I'm not able to answer that right now. It's going to take years of test breeding to find out, but it looks like I might have an ocelot gene in here, and it's not related to any of the ocelot lines that I know of. So, but there's still more. All right, so there's a male heavy clutch, but this boy is a lot like the one we just looked at. Much brighter in color, slightly lower ocelot expression, but it is there. You cannot miss that. And he's got some dorsal stripe sections as well. It's not all over, but it's there. I wouldn't call it a full stripe ad, absolutely, but ocelot, I think so. I mean, what else is that? It's so consistent. And the same sire, which we'll take a look at, was paired with a completely different female that is related, but more of like a generation or two earlier, and produce animals with a lot of ocelot markings too. So there's something to it there. All right, this girl is pretty wicked. Again, I was kind of shocked at how little I got in stripes in this clutch. It wants to be striped. It has some stripe section, but look at all of that, like ocelot, wishbone, like, oh, it's so cool. I mean, what? Where did all that come from? It's amazing. She's got this really light wash to her that's like, I don't know if the camera's picking it up. But she might have a lot of tipping and end up just being super crazy looking. I'm gonna have to hold a lot of these back for a while, just to be sure. Sorry. All right. I wasn't going to show you this girl because she's still in shed and hasn't had her first shed yet, but she's pretty exceptional. Lots of ocelots, little tighter ocelots. Yeah, I know. Some crazy stuff coming up the side, but she has a pretty darn good stripe. I'm really excited for her to shed any day now, because she's got more of the striping that I was looking for. So now I did pair the same sire to a sibling. Well, they're all siblings, so they're F1 stripes that I produce. So this first clutch is from the female Stardust. Oh, you're okay. Yeah, you're a good eater. Look at that. All right. And then the other clutch is from a female named Rhapsody. Now, this clutch, I think we got 10 or 11 babies. Rhapsody's clutch was 11 eggs, 3 went bad, and 1 died in the egg. So unfortunately, out of 11, we are only sitting at 7 babies. But 6 of those things are absolute bangers. Now, they came later than these, so if these still are going through their first sheds, those are definitely not ready. But I think I'll tease you with just one, because that clutch makes this clutch look, I don't even know. I might keep 6 out of 7 of that clutch. So I'll take one look. I'll show you Dad and Mom, and then I gotta run because it's hot and I'm gonna go hit the pool. All right, so like I said, we only got 7 babies out of this clutch, and fortunately it ended up being a nice 3.4, and I legitimately might keep 6. I cannot wait for this girl to shed. Oh, look at the stripe and the heavy, heavy, heavy ocelots. Oh, oh, this thing is gonna be in freaking insane. Oh my gosh, and this is a female, so of course you know she's staying. Look at it. Oh, Mike Curtin. I hope you're seeing this, buddy. These are nutty, nutty, nutty snakes. So, got your little teaser on the next clutch. Hopefully, next video we'll get to look at most of them. Now, let's show you the parents and you can see hopefully where it's coming from. All right, so this is Dad. This is Racer 5. I produced him in 2019. You can see nice stripe, but nothing in there would make me think, oh, maybe he's an ocelot or has some sort of ocelot genes. I just noticed that, you know, a lot of the flank patterns are just little blobs and kind of in the same spot, and didn't really jump out to me. Never crossed my mind, right? Some of them look like little tiny rosettes, but again, nothing that would make you think like, oh, that thing's got like some crazy ocelot looking type markings. No, it just looks like, you know, striped, dotted. Gorgeous snake, wonderful feeder, breeder, all of the above. Really cool animal, great lineage and background behind him. And yeah, hopefully found her with many more clutches to sire for years to come. Alrighty, so this is mom to that clutch. This is Stardust. She is one of the female 2019 stripes that I produced and held back. And again, great color, great striping, lots of tipping. So you can see some of the resemblance from her babies here, but again, like, I don't know. I never thought to call this animal an ocelot, right? And I still don't. You know, maybe a few years down the line, I'll call them founders, but it takes time with the project. But look at that. Never did I think that would translate so strongly. I was thinking about everything up here, not so much right here. And I was thinking, you know, doubling down with siblings would up the striping genetics and maybe blend the sides together to get more of the flank stripes. Maybe I got more work to do, which is fine by me because I don't plan on stopping. But it was just interesting to see. So you can see a lot of that influence there. So this is Stardust. Now you've seen mom and dad of those crazy, probably new line of striped ocelots, or just ocelots that are attached to my stripe line. Because obviously a couple of those that we looked at earlier weren't striped and were ocelots. So I don't know. But that's all I got for you guys this week. Go check out my sponsors, Hella Guy Serpents. He's running deals, running heatwave deals right now actually. So go check out his Instagram, Hella Guy Serpents, on IG. Go check out his website, hellaguyserpents.com. Don't forget to hit up Reptiles Express for all your shipping needs. And if you need to save you some money, if you haven't already used the code Riley50, will get you 50% off of the traditional FedEx rates for up to 10 labels per customer. So definitely take advantage of that if you do a lot of shipping like I do. If you're not already a member of USARC in USARC Florida, please go join up. They are the only voice for us reptile keepers working in the field of all the legislative areas and lobbying work to keep our rights and protect our abilities to keep and breed these wonderful snakes. So the least we could do is support them. And last but not least, if you want early access to all this information that I eventually put out on YouTube, insight into all the babies before the public gets it, first access babies, discounts on merch, all that good stuff, come join the Patreon family. Just look me up, Riley Ginnison on Patreon. And that's about all I got for you guys this week. Guys and gals, thank you. Look forward to seeing you all next week. Peace.